It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we're watching the Snowhawks, sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Snowhawks and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go here in Anchorage. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taking a work it across midfield. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way.
Back the street. 18, pioneer.
On first down, back to Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throw caught by Achane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tate. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and that go around. The offense won the challenge. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Tate, and he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there on 3rd down. That's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks are able to move back in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out of... Send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On second down, it's Tate. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Trayvon Walker
able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Snowhawks are able to widen their advantage.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
11, Agate.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McGee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Lawrence will throw.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Devon Achane in the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he was finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Treylon Burks, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see currently
only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Jaguars.
He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. Able to slither by. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. On the draw, here's Lawrence. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
Another big play right there. This is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Being chased out left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining Getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action now. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence able to find his man, John Phillips. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt and a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On 1st down, Tate. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Come on, come on. Hey. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan.
Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. They'll run for it with Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. Taken down at the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. That's Barnett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do, late game situation.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So here now Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 8. A minute 52 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 2nd down. Lawrence. He's got his man. This is Tate. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another catch for Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. And he can't get a Steelers now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Will Anderson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw.